I'm going to highly recommend that you get a couple bottles, everybody get a couple bottles of this stuff, even if you don't take it on a regular basis. What I found out is if you put this on an injury topically, whether it's, it could be anything. I did it on a nail that was really messed up and it's growing back in nice and pink right since I put it on there. But also, if you are like out hiking and you get a spot on your foot where, you know, you got a sore spot on your heel or you get a blister, and, you know, that can get infected and you can have a problem when you're out there, you know, hiking or something. And if you put this, because I've actually had something, I got steel-tipped shoes now, but I actually dropped something on my foot a while back, and a couple of my toes had the black and blue, like, you know, on my finger, and I put this stuff on it, and it don't hurt to walk around now. Not at all. So I start thinking, you know, say you're out there and you're doing, you know, some extreme long walks, and you get, you know, blisters and stuff, or whatever the hell it is, this stuff would heal it up really quick. I also think that if you put it in your mouth, where, like, maybe you have a little bit of gum disease, and I know this is also along the lines of oil pulling. Oil pulling is like, I wouldn't use this stuff the same method, but oil pulling is like you take, like, coconut oil would be one of your best oils, or sesame oil, or olive oil. You put it in your mouth, you swish it around, you hold it in your mouth for about 15-20 minutes, and you spit it out. It takes out a lot of toxins. It actually removes a lot of toxins in the mouth, which actually, it's a part of the body where you can actually get, it's a point of the body where a lot of microbes enter the bloodstream, believe it or not, the mouth. But say, for instance, you have, you know, the start of some kind of gum disease. Oil pulling is a good option, but I wouldn't like use this stuff that way because it would be too much money. Like to swish it around your mouth and take an ounce of this and swish it around your mouth and spit it out after 15-20 minutes. You can use that with just plain coconut oil. But even if you just put this on the gums and you leave it there and let it just sit there for a while, it's a very, very powerful antioxidant healer. It's probably going to do a world of good for, you know, fighting tooth decay, gum disease, and all this other type of stuff. Because, like, in a survival situation, one of the things you're going to have a problem with is dental. Dental, actually, you know, I know, like, in the military, you know, you had to be, was it class 1 dental, or you couldn't be sent, you know, into the zone or whatever the hell it is if you didn't have your dental checkup within the last 6 months. They would always consider that you had to have the dental record, because the pain that you get in your mouth will affect the readiness of the individual. But just having a toothache or something like that, this stuff can go a long way towards that too. So, you know, even if you don't, like, take the stuff daily like I'm taking, because it can run into money. I mean, even this Good and Cheap is running, I think, $21.99 a bottle, or $22 a bottle right now. It's got, it's 99.95% Carbon C60 and 100 milliliters of olive oil. But even if you get a couple bottles of this for like $44, free shipping, it's on Amazon, I think. You can get it from them, or just Good and Cheap. You know, just look up Good and Cheap oil, olive oil on Google, and you'll find it. But topically, this stuff does wonders, man. It's like if you get a cut or anything like that, I know coconut oil works very good as an antimicrobial, even plain olive oil, but this is a lot better than that. To me, it's a medicine. It's not sold as a medicine, but what I'm finding out, some long-term things I've had problems with, it's resolved. And not just taking it internally, but also topically. So, you know, as a survival hint, I'm going to actually upload this on both my video channels, for crying out loud, for this. Because I think it's too, I was going to just put this on the American Russian Survival channel, but I says, you know, probably going to put it on both channels, because the one thing I was having a problem with was, like, if I'd walk around after a while, this foot would hurt. His foot would hurt because of a couple injuries I had when I dropped something on my foot a couple of years ago, or some garbage. These are steel-toe shoes now, so, you know, alleviated that kind of problem. But, if I walk, say, a few miles or so, it would start hurting. Now, I got no problem doing that, and that's since I've been putting this stuff on there. just like I did with my thumbnail. It's coming in nice and pink and stuff. And I decided to put it on, put it in my mouth too, to alleviate problems possibly with gum disease or anything like that, besides, brushing your teeth with baking soda. But this stuff is some pretty powerful junk. It's it's got 80 milliliters, 80 milligrams of Carbon C60 per 100 milliliters of olive oil. And I don't know if it says it on the bottle here, what the strength is. I saw it online. But the deal is that that 80 milliliters of Carbon C60 is like thousands of times more powerful an antioxidant than vitamin C. And there's probably some other things going on with it too. I don't think anybody really understands exactly what's going on. And I get this stuff before they make it illegal. I just feel that anything that's too good to be true, and it's reality, it's actually working that damn good, they're going to move to make it illegal. I remember that they did that with DMSO when that came on in the early 1960s. It was actually from 1960 on. It was discovered it had all these usages for arthritis and joint pain and anti-inflammation. Man, and they were using it like in a sports medicine world forever. And what happened? They made it illegal. And it was illegal for some years, and now it's legal again, but it's never sold in Walgreens or Walmart or any of those places where you buy pharmaceuticals. It's never sold there. It's only sold online strictly as a solvent. Now, that's a different animal than this stuff, but it's just giving you an analogy that when something's really good, they're gonna knock it down. So, anyway, my flag's still blowing up there. That steel pole is kind of skinny, but I tell you what, it's strong, man. It's pretty thick. Been some heavy winds out here. Sucker's freaking good to go. And redneck thing, man. I made that up by redneck. Anyway, redneck method. So, anyway, get some bottles of this junk, man. Even if you just get a couple for prepping. This stuff, it's just my testimony, okay? I've been hearing a lot of stuff about people using it topically too, but, man, I was surprised how good this damn stuff worked. I was trying the coconut oil on my foot and the DMSO with the aloe vera. Kind of helped a little bit, but this stuff really helped. Man, I could walk around now all day and it don't hurt. And that's good because, I start thinking, say you're walking like 20 miles and you get a blister. Well, if you got this in your backpack, put that on the blister. That's going to help it from getting infected and help it heal up, right? Anyway, rain's coming down and, I stopped kind of working on this thing, my El Camino, because of the rain, but I got other projects I'm doing, so, as long as there's no moss growing under this rolling stone, that's how it goes. Hey there, little boo-boo with the fluffy tail. Meow, 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 meow. Right? You happy? If I were a rich cat. Meow, 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 meow. You are a rich cat. We got a little spot down there with the rug under there, so in case you gotta unload some kittens or something, but I don't think you do. You belong to somebody, huh? Except you got better food over here. Maybe that's your problem. You come from over there someplace. I don't know where you're coming from. But I can tell you're a girl cat because you're so damn domesticated. You want to hang out by me. You're like a little gold digger. It's not like this guy. Oh, he's got some good food. Meow meow. There you go. He's going to sleep right there. Go to sleep, little kitty.